Let's face it, life isn't easy. If you're stuck in a bad relationship, betrayed or afraid of tomorrow, financially insecure, or desperate for a breakthrough, you've come to the right place. Dr. Carmen Harra is a renowned psychologist, intuitive, relationship expert, and best-selling author, and she's here to give you the miracle guidance you need. Her new call-in show, Miracle Guidance for Everyday Life, offers profound wisdom, practical advice, daily exercises, and empowering predictions, all for you. Dr. Harra's show aims to eliminate everyday problems, big and small, with topics like healing your relationships, reclaiming your power, achieving better health, dealing with loss, and so much more. Regain the joy, stability, and fulfillment you deserve to feel. Tune in to Miracle Guidance for Everyday Life with host Dr. Carmen Harra, live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, and find the answers you've been looking for.
Hello, my dear friends, and welcome to another episode of Miracle Guidance for Everyday Life, the show that offers you the guidance you need to transform your life. My name is Carmen Harra. So happy to be with you tonight and every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern on OMTimes Radio for 3 years. Tonight's show is dedicated to help you conquer your challenges. So this is the hour of empowerment. Life can feel like a constant battle between external challenges and your internal power, between you and the obstacles in your way. It's easy to lose yourself in the stress of daily life and feel powerless. But you might feel trapped sometime in situations like you can change your circumstances no matter what you do. Problems at home, work, problems with finance or your health can make you really feel helpless. And that's normal. And it happens to even the strongest individuals. Actually, it happens to everybody. What's not normal is when you relinquish your power to your problems and allow them to consume you, to conquer you, giving them control over you. It's more difficult to get back into position and regain control over what happens. It's easier to lose your power and then gain it again. Actually, it's more difficult to gain it again. But we used to say, where there is a will, there is a way. So the key is to regain control over your challenges step by step. And I am here to teach you the most effective exercises for mental and emotional strength. I want to tell you, within you lies a dormant power that needs to be awakened. Your true force isn't discovered until it's been put to the test. My thinking is, and my opinion is, the more you overcome, the stronger you become. Some people think they're weak or damaged because they've been through a lot. But as a person who's been through a lot in her own life, I can assure you that this is actually not true. It's almost the opposite is true. The more challenges you defeat, the more you gain strength and build emotional immunity against your problem. We all talk about immunity. Yeah, you have to become immune to problems, and you have to know how to respond to your problems, because life is the way you respond to it. Now, look at the human race that has been able to accomplish through time incredible, extraordinary things. We built empires, invented life-changing technology, and have shown to be resilient beyond what we originally thought was possible. And that's being modest about our potential. Look what's happening right now, with the COVID, how we overcoming something that is like a biological weapon. But our potential goes even further than we can known. Now, you're not going to believe, but the individuals who have discovered that inner force within them are the ones whose name are pronounced every day as the great thinker and doers of the world. And tonight, what I want to do, I want to help you harness your strength. I want to help you increase your power, find your power, unleash your power. And of course, this show is a calling show, so we will take your calls and answer your biggest life questions. So feel free to call in at 202-570-757. And Christopher, my amazing producer, will take your calls and will connect you with me. I want to tell you that if you find yourself in the middle of a dilemma right now, I want you to remember this empowering truth. You are more powerful than you can imagine. You only trap on the tip of your true powers. Your power is like an iceberg. What you see on the surface is nothing compared to what's underneath. You are more powerful than any adversity. Nothing and no one compares to your level of strength. Nothing and no one can overcome you. You are the most powerful person under pressure. Think that way. Don't let your challenges intimidate you. They were given to you to fortify your strength. So if God brought you to it, He will bring you through it. Believe it. Believe in this. It's all about the belief system. You can never go beyond your belief. You can never lose your power. You may feel powerless sometimes, but that's only because your problems overshadow your strength for a moment. It's just like a cloudy day. The clouds may block out of the sun temporarily, but they never stop from shining. Your power is inherent to you, so you can never lose it no matter what happens. Your power is always within you. No one else can give you power. They can only remind you of the power that has always existed within you. No one else can influence what's already your birthright. So I'm going to go and take your calls because I know that it's very significant for you to talk to me. So I have a lot of people. I actually have people from Singapore. I have Julia from Romania. I have Kim from Florida. I have Leilanidas in California. So you guys hold on the line just for a second because I would love to talk to you for a second about my new book. It just came out, a print, and it's going to be available in the next 2 weeks at every bookstore, Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, wherever books are sold. And my book is called Committed: Finding Love Through the 7 Archetypes. It has been endorsed by Dr. John Gray, by Dr. Darren Weissman, by a lot of other known people in the field. And I'm so excited because this is actually my 8th book, and is something I've been working very hard for the last 3-4 years, but because of the COVID, I couldn't release it sooner. So I decided to put it on hold for almost a year. I believe this is the right time for the book to be released. Now, commitment is a problem for most people. And love relationship cause us actually a lot of problem. But what exactly is commitment and why it is so hard to achieve? That's what this book is talking about. Because we are all struggling in love. But if you're already ready to end the cycle of disappointment and pain and foster a true, fulfilling relationship, then my book, Committed, is the book for you. Because it will make you reevaluate the way you think about love. It is a relationship manual that unfolds in 2 parts. The work you'll need to perform on the inside, and the 7 distinct archetypes you'll encounter on the outside world. So the first part of the book will teach you to re-examine core beliefs you hold about commitment and relinquish harmful assumptions. Get rid of the karmic pattern that were passed down to you and heal the emotional trauma from your youth, which is very common. Liberate yourself from people and places that no longer serve you, and habits that hinder your relationship potential, and develop an unshakable sense of self-worth that you give love, and not just to another person, but to the right person. So important it is not to find any partner, but the right partner. And the book teaches you that. But the second part of the book, you learn how to identify your partner's archetype as well as his strength, weaknesses, mindset, inclination, and commitment capacity. Something that we fail to think when we got involved. We got this chemistry, this physical attraction, and there are many other reasons to get married. But then guess what? A month later, a year later, the things don't work. A year later, we want to divorce. 5 years later, definitely will be divorced, if not 7 years later. So, and this comes true for more than 50% of the marriages nowadays. So, what you do in this book, you determine your own love archetype. That's very, very instrumental in you, as I said, to find the person that's a match for your own archetype. So, make your partner commit based on your fear, based on your needs, based on your desire. So the book helps you navigate through the world of online dating and help you build emotional intimacy. And how significant is that? Something you never thought. Help you mediate external influences, apply real-world solution to solve any kind of a relationship problem. Now, the goal of my book is to help you find and keep the love you deserve, because that's what I'm hearing for 30 years of working in this field, people complaining about love because nothing hurts like love and not being able to feel fulfilled in their love life. So we all deserve authentic, impassioned relationship that fills you with excitement each morning and puts your mind at ease every night. Now, if you want to find much more about the release of my book, I want you to sign up for my mailing list, www.carmenharra.com. Sign to my mailing list, and you will receive an email to all the details about the release of the book and all the appearances that I'm going to have and all the radio shows extra that I'm going to do. So only by going and being part of my mailing list, you will have all the details. And of course, follow me on social media. I will always be talking about my book in the next months ahead. And now I would love, if possible, to go to the calls and see who is actually calling me. And I guess my first caller is actually Kim from Florida. Hi, my lovely Kim. How are you, my dear?
Good, Carmen. How are you, hon?
I am great. You?
I'm good. Good.
Good. So how's everything with you? What exactly can I do for you tonight, my love?
So I've been dating this wonderful guy since 4 months already, and but when I started dating him, he was he got divorced 4 years ago, but he never left because of the kids, and they were kind of just like roommates. Anyway, it's going really well, but I feel like it just becomes emotionally available sometimes, not often, but sometimes, and I take it kind of personal. And I mean, I know his kids are struggling a little bit, over everything, and so I just want to know where I stand in his relationship. I feel like it's a great, strong relationship, but then when this happens, I feel like it kind of pushes me away. And
so you're telling me that the interference here is pretty much having to do with his children and the family that he is actually the family he left behind. That's what you're trying to say?
Well, so that's the stuff that he's going through at the moment. Mm-hmm. His son's having his mom, was married to his dad, and then she's gay now. So it's the mom's kind of throwing that in the kid's face, bringing the woman around. Meanwhile, they're just coping with the dad leaving. So there's
this is exactly what I'm talking in my book. I'm sorry to interrupt you. How to mediate external influences that come between you and your partner. Because you say, this has nothing to do with you and him. And yet, this has everything to do with you and him.
Right.
But for this relationship to survive, we need to differentiate your relationship with him and all this struggle, all this baggage, all the karma from the past having to do with the kids, his mom, his family, blah, 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 all that he carries into the life with you.
Yeah.
So that's what we need to do.
Yeah, it was harder. It was harder in the beginning, and then we had a lot of communication where I just told him, if you feel like you need space, I'm not a mind reader, just fill me in a little bit. And everything's been good.
No, that's not the approach. No, that's not the approach. You are you. The priority should be you, not his past. I understand there's responsibility towards the kids. Those can be fulfilled while he is celebrating life with you.
I agree.
And his mom's issues with her life should be really put on a side, because that has absolutely nothing to do with your well-being and his well-being.
Yeah, now that relationship with her is gone. It's destroyed. I'm not even concerned with that. But
okay, good. It should not be destroyed, but it should be left on a side, because that should not be any kind of a priority. Kids are kids. How old are the kids?
17, 20, and 21.
So they're not quite kids. They one is still a teenager, and the other one's probably, are they going to college? Do they work?
One of them is the older one is having a very difficult time. She's the one that found the nude pictures in the phone, and she had asked the daughter, "Don't you tell your father?" And she just felt terrible trying to keep it from him, and it just put her in a real. So she was going to therapy. So she's a little, she's having a hard time with all of that, and now the boy's like, oh my God, she's bringing the woman around, and I don't want. So now he wants to move in with the father. So yesterday we were supposed to go out to dinner, but it was canceled so late, because I'm all about, your kids are priority, especially in situations like this. I don't have a problem, but I just feel like yesterday he was just very quiet. Like he's very communicative. When sometimes he just just shuts down and doesn't really say much at all, where it makes me double think, I'm not a mind reader. Am I on the right track here? So that's just why I just want to know, I feel like our relationship is definitely going in a great place. But when this happens, it makes me rethink, and that's just what I do. I overthink sometimes, and so I was just curious, what you thought, where our relationship was going, and hopefully he doesn't overthink as a normal person, all the time, and that would be annoying.
No, I think that you should have a very heart-to-heart conversation in which you tell him, let's not ruin what we have. Let's differentiate our life together, the joy of being together, where we want to build for the future together, with what kids are going through. We can both help him. You can even involve yourself with being there for all of them, But don't let that become you know what I mean, your daily life, because that's going to be damaging in time. And nobody can fix nobody's life at the age of 20 and something, They can have a lot of guidance, they can have all the support, but, if they take too much of your time and his time on a daily basis, then suddenly the relationship with him is not going to work. Because
right.
This becomes a very dark interference.
No, I am agreeing with you totally. Should I give you his birthday and you can see where it's going?
Yeah.
Okay. His birthday is May 19th, so 5/19/72.
5/19/72, no?
Yes.
Well, this relationship was supposed to move in the right direction so far. I don't know if you agree with me. And you still have a very good year ahead of you, all the way down to the spring of the next year, in which you can decide to do a lot of stuff together, move together. Do you live in separate homes?
Yes. Oh, yes. I mean,
I suggest that in the frame of the next 10, 12 months, if you guys can work on building this relationship and even moving together, and limit the interference and the responsibilities. setting boundaries to your life versus the life of those adults, because they're not kids. They're not children anymore. They're building their own life. They need a support of financial support, emotional, psychological, but he needs to dissociate himself from living the life of his kids. He needs to live his own life. Otherwise, he's going to lose you.
Right, but I mean, they're his kids. So, I mean, I have kids too. So when your kids are in distress, you want to be there for them. And he doesn't like blow me off with kids all the time. And, you know, like yesterday, his son just was having an issue. So I'm that person where nurturing and stuff. And
I will not take a step back. I will not disconnect from him. I will not give him necessarily space, because that's mean the end of this relationship. That's my opinion.
Yeah, no, and I don't want to, but I just feel like with him being so quiet, with sorting out the things in his head, maybe he just needs a little bit of space. Sometimes my daughter needs space sometimes. So that's why I just figured, okay, I'll just take a step backwards today and give him some space. But I mean, like tonight we're going to go to dinner. You know, I see him every day.
Good.
Yeah. So, I mean, what do you so you see good things for the
So
future?
I do believe this is going to work. I do believe you have a very positive time ahead of you with this man. This is really going to happen. And you're in a perfect time, and this is very good for you. Just eliminate this interference by setting boundaries. I'm not saying not to help the kids, help them set boundaries. Okay, my lovely Kim. I wish you good luck with this. I know this is going to work, and feel free to call me anytime you want on the show, okay?
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate it. You have a great night.
Okay, my lovely Kim. I'm going to take a short break, and then I'm going to go to Romania and then to Singapore.
The best of the holistic, spiritual, and conscious world. OMTimes Radio. IOM FM.
OMTimes magazine is one of the leading online content providers of positivity, wellness, and personal empowerment. A philanthropic organisation, their net proceeds are funneled to support worldwide charity initiatives via Humanity Healing International. Through their commitment to creating community and providing conscious content, they aspire to uplift humanity on a global scale. Connect at omtimes.com. OMTimes, creating a more conscious lifestyle.
My name is Victor Furman. Some call me The Voice. I've always been fascinated with human nature, spirituality, science, and the crossroads at which they meet. Join me Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern on OMTimes Radio, and we'll explore these topics and so much more on Destination Unlimited.
COVID-19, brought to you by CDC and the Ad Council.
If you're feeling increasingly lonely right now, you're not alone. It's totally normal. Even though we may not be able to get together in person, connecting virtually with friends and family still gives you a chance to interact with people and may help raise your spirits. Join a virtual book club, set up group text chats, or online video coffee breaks with coworkers.
Find more self-care and coping tips at coping-19.org.
And I'm back on OMTime Radio with my producer, Christopher. I want to tell you that nothing in this universe happens that's not meant to happen. Even tragedy plays a role in making progress. The good that can come out of a crisis is that particular opportunity to change for the better. And we can take that opportunity if we choose to elevate our perception and implement the right action. So I'm going to go right to Romania because I have Julia. Hi, my lovely Julia. Thank you so much for calling me.
Hello, Carmen. How are you?
It's so good to hear your voice. How are you, my love?
I'm excited. I want to read your book, and I hope it will be released in Romanian as well very soon.
Yes, absolutely. This book will translate in different languages, but I want to make sure that this book comes out as soon as possible over there too.
Yeah,
so the book is going to be out there. By the way, Julia, I offered to you a copy of this book
No,
for
it's
free?
all right. It's my pleasure to buy it, Carmen, because I appreciate your work.
Oh,
So I
you're
want to
so
do this.
sweet. So it's going to be out there in 2-3 weeks. You can find it Amazon and in any bookstores.
Yeah. Look, I got some news. This is why I called tonight.
Please.
I got
I'm
a job
listening.
offer.
Right.
I met a lady that is 2 years older than me, as you described shortly to me. I think it's her. She has a business. She organizes weddings on the beach. And tomorrow I should sign the papers. Luckily we haven't because she was busy. And I'm really mad at myself because I accepted what she proposed me in terms of money, like a really miserable salary.
Okay.
Yeah, I've just called to ask you if you can suggest anything to me. It's something that I can do since we haven't
you
signed the
already
papers.
sign a contract with her?
No. Tomorrow we should be doing
Well,
that.
if you have a chance to negotiate your contract, you should negotiate the salary. I don't think you should accept a low payment because it's not fair, and you will live with this insatisfaction within yourself. You'll always feel you did something wrong to you.
Yes, that's true. This is why I called.
Please, tomorrow when you meet, tell her, listen, I thought about it, and the payment is not what I deserve, and this is hard work. So if you can negotiate that, play a little bit tougher, play stronger for your own good, because she needs you, and let her raise your income because she will. Don't accept, don't accept this payment. It's unfair, and you're not gonna feel comfortable because in the back of your head you'll always blame you, or you'll always feel like it's not worth it, and that's not a good start for a job.
Yeah, that's true. The fact is that I'm so bad with negotiating, and
no, you should not be. This is a big test. You have to reevaluate yourself, and this is your own test. You're testing yourself, and you need to continue to tell yourself, no, I'm better. I worth more. This is not what I deserve. Why should I treat myself bad? In other words, it's not this woman giving you a low income. It is you accepting it.
Yes, I
know.
you're
the one they should say, I'm not going to take it. I'm not.
Yes. On the other side, I really don't know how much I could ask. Like if I ask double, of course she wouldn't accept it. So anyway, I know it's really
what do you think will be fair? Think a little bit. Think of, look on the market at what other people get paid for something like this.
Yes. It was kind
I'm
of
not saying necessarily it has to be double, but add at least 30%, and come up with some very documented, like check, do like a marketing, what's out there, what people are paid, and come up with real examples. Okay, so somebody taking this job under different circumstances will be paid this, and I want my salary to match what exists out there in the real world. You understand? You own it to yourself. You own it to yourself,
Yes, that's true. I just said to myself that, okay, you don't have experience in this field, but that's not a reason.
That's not it. Experience you will build. It's the effort that you put into it. So please, do me a favor and promise me, and call me next week so I can find out what happened, because I promise you this can be worked out, and this is your big test. It's like you are testing yourself through the process. You put yourself through a test.
Thank you so much, Carmen. I would like to ask
love you, my beautiful Julia.
One small piece of information. My sister suffered a surgery of breast reduction, and she haven't felt really well. Do you think that she will recover sooner?
She will recover. It's also very emotional.
Yeah,
when did this happen? A week ago?
A week ago, yes, a week.
Yeah. Give it another 2 weeks.
Yes.
The body needs to adjust. The body needs to goes to an adjustment. But the body will recover, and she will be perfectly fine. Give her a little bit more time.
Thank you so much. I truly appreciate you from the bottom of my heart.
I know, my beautiful. Thank you, Julia. Call me
Thank
anytime,
you.
okay?
Sure.
I love
Have a
you.
great evening, Carmen and
Okay,
Christopher.
sweetie.
Bye. Bye.
Okay, my love. I'm going to go to Singapore, to Marilyn. Hi, my lovely Marilyn. How are you, my dear?
How are you, Dr. Carmen?
I'm good.
Can
You?
you hear
I
me?
want to hear some good news.
Well, I'm not calling because of my life. I'm just calling because I really want your book.
Oh, you want my book? Good. Well, I give it to you. I absolutely give it to you. Now tell me, how do I send it? Can you somehow email me your address?
Okay, or can I WhatsApp you my address?
You know, send me an email with your address, and mention my assistant will read the email, and she will send you the book. I'll go right now and put a book on the side for you. Sorry?
Because I'm still waiting for your Everyday Karma book, because I bought your book through Kindle app and I was so fascinated with it, so I ordered the actual book. I'm still waiting. It's taking forever to come.
Oh my God! Why is this so slow? I don't understand.
I know. I have this client who is yeah.
But let me know if you get,
client.
because if you don't get Everyday Karma, I'll send it to you somehow also. So what I'm gonna do, send an email with your address, and I will send this book, but I'll wait for you to confirm that you got the other book. And if you another week or two goes by and you see, well, I'm not receiving, then I can put both in the mail for you.
All right, thank you. I think because we already paid for it, so.
Oh, okay. No, I know. I understand.
Yeah.
It should come. If you pay for it, then it should come.
Yeah, it should come because we already paid for it. But it's just like it's been almost a month. I'm still waiting. Yeah, and I'm just listening for your Facebook Live earlier, and then I don't think I'm the first caller, but thank you so much. You're giving me your book.
No, I'll give you the book with my greatest pleasure.
All right, thank you. Because I'm feeling better now. I've overcome my trust issues. So thank you so much for your help.
I love
I don't
you
really
so
have
much.
problem
And
with my
let me know after you read the book. Let me know, what it is how you feel after reading this kind of book. I think it will help you a lot. I'm very confident.
All right, thank you so much.
Okay, beautiful, Marilyn. I'm looking forward to your email. I love you, Marilyn. Thank you for calling me.
Bye.
Okay, sweetheart. Okay, I'm going to go to my beautiful Leilani. How's my Leilani?
Hi, Carmen.
How's Leilani?
I'm so good. I don't even know what's happening, but there's all kinds of miracles happening.
Okay, good. You see, you're in the right field of energy.
Yes, I know. I'm finding money every day, coins.
Good.
And
what about finding new clients?
I have an idea. I'm going to make a kind of a small little poster. There's a couple cafes I could put it at, and there's actually
that's a good idea, actually.
Yeah, actually, I have a funny story. I was at a mystical crystal shop. And they have an outdoor garden where you can do readings. And I was in the garden by the Buddha, and this couple came out, and I said, okay, you ready for your reading? And they're like, oh, my God. But it was a joke. But I thought maybe I could go there and do some readings.
Absolutely. That would be a very good idea. With your beautiful soul and, with your great energy. All you need is to start, and that's a good place to start. The energy is great, the place is great. I do believe that should be, you know what I mean? Definitely.
In Santa Monica.
Yeah, absolutely. It's gorgeous there. Do it.
And it's so funny, Carmen. I met another man at the co-op, the market, and he said, "You're not from here. Where are you from? I like your energy." So he was really sweet, but I'm still looking for a place to live. The man I'm house sitting for left for Hawaii today, and I have until the 22nd to find a place to live.
You'll find it.
I'm just concerned about the price.
3 days. Sorry?
I'm just concerned about the price. You know, the prices here are very high.
Yeah, prices are very high. California is known for high prices. Houses are very expensive. Rent is expensive. But you know, if you start making money, then you'll be able to afford. I don't see you in a big place. I see you in a comfortable place. You know, like some kind of a studio. That would be more than enough for you to begin for the beginning.
Okay, and then just get my things from Denver later?
Right, exactly.
Okay.
And then
you know what I want, Carmen? I want to buy a home.
You will buy a home?
Because
it doesn't have to be necessarily in Santa Barbara or LA, because those are very expensive. You
Santa
can
Monica?
look around the area. Sorry?
Santa Monica?
Yeah. They're less expensive over there.
Because I like Santa Monica because you can walk and bike places.
Right.
But I'm open to
beautiful. It's beautiful there. Yeah.
It's beautiful. You should see the roses in the neighborhood. The roses are the size of my palm.
Wow. So yeah, no, I want you to start making money so that you can afford a place, and take it one step at a time, and tell yourself every single day that you can make this happen. Because you can, Leilani.
Okay.
Look for somebody with a name like Tommy, Anthony, Tony, something like this. Look for somebody with this name.
Thomas is the guy. Thomas is the guy I'm house sitting for now.
Ah, okay.
Thomas?
That's why the name comes in my mind. Okay.
But you know, I can't stay here forever, and I need my own space.
Can he be an instrument in guiding you where to go from there?
You know, he inherited this house from his mom, so I don't think he has resources. I'm not sure.
No, not. I mean, really ask him if he knows a place where you can rent something. Ask, because he knows a lot of people, you know. And he's a nice person. He is a nice person.
He lived in Colorado 13 years.
I found interesting that a name comes in my mind without even knowing his name, so there must be a reason. I'm mentioning him. Yeah, Thomas. Thomas, Tommy, Tom, something like that came in my mind. So there's something here.
Okay.
So yeah, try to find. He might connect you with somebody else. I see a move in a beautiful, beautiful place where there's you have like a studio, but that would be more than enough for you at the beginning.
Okay, and you said it's white?
Right, yes.
Beautiful. That's what I'm really keeping my vibration high. I hope you can feel it.
Keep the vibration high and go to that place, you know what I mean, with a garden where you can connect with people and create a relationship, do you have business cards?
I do. They're beautiful.
Good.
I do.
Good. I'm excited. Send me a picture. I'll put your name again on my Facebook, and let's see if people from California reach out to you. I love you, my Leilani, and I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, my love.
That is with your book. Thank you.
Okay,
congratulations. Bye.
Love you, my angel. Bye, sweetheart. And I'm going to take a break and then go to New York to Pauline.
The best of holistic, spiritual, and conscious world. OMTimes Radio. IOM FM.
Ascending Hearts is no ordinary dating site, but a spiritual dating site with a purpose, to link you with your soulmate. We engineer the serendipity so you can trust that you will attune with someone that has the same matching vibration as you. Ascending Hearts, the conscious dating site for the spiritually aware. Try Ascending Hearts for free. AscendingHearts.com.
Hello, I'm Sandy Sedgbeer, host of OMTimes Magazine's flagship radio show, What is Going On? My passion is sifting through information, research, and innovations from new thought teachers, speakers, and researchers pushing back the boundaries of what we know about life, energy, metaphysics, and the universe. I love shifting perceptions about who we are, why we're here, and how quickly impossible becomes normal when we open our minds, expand our awareness, and accept that the only limits that exist are those we place upon ourselves. So if you're the kind of forward-thinking, eager investigator of what lies beyond the current reality that most perceive, why not make a date to come play with me in the field of possibilities at 4 p.m. Pacific Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time every Thursday, and together we can discover what's really going on.
If I could be you.
And you could be me for just 1 hour.
If you could find a way
to get inside
each other's mind.
Walk a mile in my shoes.
Walk a mile in my shoes.
Walk a mile in my shoes.
We've all felt left out. And for some, that feeling lasts more than a moment. We can change that. Learn how at belongingbeginswithus.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Walk a mile in my shoes.
And I'm back, and I will talk to Pauline right now from New York. Hi, my dear Pauline. How are you, my dear?
Coming out very
Pauline?
soon, and yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
How are you, my love?
Okay. You still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good, because somebody's trying to call in, and I'm not accepting it because I want to talk to you.
Okay.
So, you're talking about blockages. I actually had a meeting with the man who like 21 years ago, but we saw each other like 2 years ago, and it keeps getting stopped. Something, he's always having like problems with his, I don't know, he's always having something come up now that we can't even meet now for like, we were supposed to meet for a weekend. We just met for the day. He couldn't handle coming all the way from Long Island for 2 hours. He was like, the traffic drove him crazy. So he's using that as his excuse. But that's
as an
not,
excuse, right?
Yeah. But you know what? The last time this happened, I ended up living with him. It's his turf again, and I want him to come to my turf. But right now, I don't have a turf because I'm still living in my house that I was married in, and I want to sell it. And it's not really, nice enough to bring him here. I don't have a bed anymore.
Right.
So it's not that I want to do that right away. I want to go slower this time. I want to be courted. I want to, the whole 9 yards. But, there's something just with all the, I guess, the energies that are happening. He's getting headaches. He's getting all kinds of stuff that's stopping him physically. It's not like he's, but he enjoyed my company. I know that. But he's always wanting to be the boss. He's always wanted to take the lead and control, and I don't like that. I don't like that he doesn't surrender to me. He doesn't trust. He's been hurt too many times
Have you had
before.
an experience like this before in any of the relationship through life?
No, nothing like this. Everybody ended up trusting me. Not like this. We have past lives. I know what his problem is. He's already been abandoned. He's been hurt. He's been taken advantage of by many women. And I keep telling him, I'm not those women. I know what you've been through, and I'm never going to do those things to you. And I don't even ask him for help. He's a carpenter. I could use his help to help me, spruce up my apartment so I could sell it. But I'm not going to ask him. I'd rather have pay somebody to do that. And he's not really healthy right now, and so I don't want to, tax him any further. It's not a fact I could help him, but he refuses to, he can heal himself. He just doesn't accept my spirit's telling me to tell him what he needs to look at, and he's refusing to look. He thinks he knows all the answers. Oh no, I did my shaman thing. I know. It's not my generation. I said, oh yes, it is. But it's like this is a big fight. And then he even said to me that that I'm way out there. I never knew he considered me way out there. I always thought we were equals. That he understood where I was coming from. That he understood all the things that I involved in. But 21 years ago, I was not involved with the galactic stuff, but he was connecting to a lot of things that I wasn't even looking at. And so now he's like looking at me like I have 5 heads sometimes. And I didn't know that he thought that of me. So it's kind of interesting that I'm still getting to know him, and I don't know if I really want this anymore. It all depends on if he's willing to open up, because
it's not easy to be with a controlling person. And
he's
not
very
at this stage of your
too.
life, you might not want to accept this,
Yeah, I know. And even through the
That is
namology
what the
lady,
problem.
she told me.
The problem
they
is that it's going to be very hard, you know what I mean, to accept it.
Yeah. And if he is it true that if somebody is your other half, they may have a lot, I mean, when there's somebody's here on this earth with you, they have as many stuff that was put in front of them that they need to feel, so it's not like you can instantly,
Totally. Actually, one of the things that you can do in life to overcome a challenge, because this is a challenge for you, it's to actually heal yourself first.
Oh yeah, I'm working on that, but I'm actually trying to share with him how I heal myself.
It's your mind and your spirit needs healing. Because you experiencing pain and suffering, you know, that you must mend on your inner wounds before you can turn out attention outward, you know. And you can certainly do this by you have to transmute your emotion, you know. You do you're doing right now what is called soul searching. And you need to be at peace with everything that is happening with this guy. And you need to
I'm not stopping my own healing. That's not the point.
Right,
I feel like I
am,
need to accept
but I'm actually sharing, you know.
I'm sharing my healing because I think he needs to listen to my mirroring something to him.
Right.
He just doesn't. He really thinks he has it all together by himself, and I go, That's why
you have to accept him for who he is, because you're not going to change him.
I understand that, but he's refusing to listen to anything. But okay, I will have to let him learn his hard way. He always did it the hard way.
Does this make you feel angry, or does he make you feel even more compassionate?
I really have compassion for him. I understand why.
You have compassion. That's the road to healing, you know.
I understand because I can't trust people out there who do healing, because a lot of them have been stealing my energy when I've let them heal me. And I've discovered that recently. I'm very shocked that there are people still out there that are still taking advantage of other healers who are very
That's happening all the time, every second of the day, you know.
I guess it's a test to me to see if I really got, you know, really.
You have to plant your feet in the ground, you know what I mean? And, you know, you have to collect yourself and you have to ground yourself, you know. Because
you're doing a show. There's a show that I go to. I only went to twice. This couple marries, like they married each other 25 times already. They have a show on I'm sorry, if I'm going to say the name of this, but better not say the radio station. Anyway, they have a show called Crazy Sexy Midlife Love. I think your book, it would be like, they probably could use a guest. I could always suggest you. Would you mind if I suggested you?
Absolutely, please, absolutely.
Video. Okay, perfect. Because they do a video version of their show, so you could be seen.
Amazing,
audio. Okay, great. Then I will connect the two of you. I think
that would be amazing. I'm so grateful.
Get your first book with your daughter, the one that you did with your daughter? Is it still available?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
okay,
definitely.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think I'll let you go because you have other people waiting online, and I'm always calling in. You take my call all the time.
Well, I'm at the end of the show anyhow, so the show is coming to an end. So, but I do have somebody else.
Can you do a trip to Romania and you be the leader? And I would love to have you show us Romania. If I ever get to Romania.
That is a good idea. Actually, it's a good idea.
I want you to be the guy because you know every place in spiritual ways.
Okay,
I don't want
my
to
love.
Okay,
beautiful.
I
love you. I love you, Pauline. I'm going to go to Lauren in California. Hi, Lauren.
Hi, Carmen.
Hi, beautiful Lauren. How are you, my love?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm good. Excited about my new book.
Yeah, I'm excited for you. I can't wait to read it.
Good. So how can I help you, my love, tonight?
Well, I was thinking about the theme of the show, and it resonates so much with what's going on with my current situation. And I just wanted to kind of get your feeling about my current situation with my husband. So, I've been, unhappily married to my husband for a while now, but I feel stuck. Like, I feel like even though we're both, we realize we're not happy in the relationship, I feel like I cannot leave because then I have to deal with all the implications of the divorce and the separation from my children. So my children are young. They're 4 and 7. And my daughter's not even in school.
This is difficult for the kids. Very difficult at this age. Yes. I mean,
Right.
in a way, I think it's better to stay and still, fight for your family than to let them go right now. It's going to be very hard. But I want to tell you from my experience working in the field of psychology, kids suffer more after the age of 9 when they see parents separated. At 4, 7, they don't really understand,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what I'm worried about. Is like I'm mainly staying in this relationship for my kids. Like because especially my daughter. Because see, my son, he's in school. So there wouldn't be that much separation. But my daughter, she's home with me full time, and
Right.
I just feel like if we were to separate, I'm sure my husband would want 50% custody, and he'd want the kids
Right,
half the
yeah.
time. And my daughter, she's very attached to me. And I just don't see her
Right.
doing well with that, and then like if they were older in school, and I don't like the way my husband treats my kids. I have real issues with that. And I just don't like, I feel like if I'm there all the time.
What do you
then
mean by the way he treats your kids?
I think he's emotionally abusive in my definition.
Okay, yeah.
I feel like
that
he
is
bullies.
what I didn't want to hear, but yeah. I want to make sure that's what I thought it is, yeah.
Really? Is that kind of, what's your feeling about that? Because that's why I feel like almost like I'm trapped in this relationship because for my kids.
Well, I feel like this abuse is what bothers me and worries me emotionally, psychologically, for the well-being of the kids and for the well-being of you. So, staying in an abusive relationship when a man abuses a 4-year-old, verbally abuse a 4-year-old, that is damaging, that's very scary, and probably my advice as a therapist will be it's still better to walk away from this. You don't want this to perpetuate something like this. You don't want a permanent damage,
I know, but the thing is that if we were to separate, he's still their father, and it's like they're going to be around them, and they're going to be around him without me around. And I feel like it's targeted more to my son.
Right.
Like, I feel like he has a difficult relationship with my son. He's 7. I feel like, I feel like it can be to both the kids, but primarily I have issues with how he treats my son.
Yeah. Very complicated, very difficult, very hard to give you an advice here. But definitely I agree with you, this is not a good situation. If there's something you can do to improve it, you should definitely try. But you can never change people, and you can never make this man treat his kids differently, you know?
I've tried, and I can't really get him to reform. I've tried to do parenting classes with him, and I've tried talking to him about it. It's a big source of
I wonder where this anger is coming from, because definitely it's coming from somewhere.
I think it's his upbringing. I think this is the way he was raised.
Definitely the upbringing. Definitely, no doubt about it. Yeah.
It's just hard because from a relationship standpoint, I'm done. And you know my situation too, that I have another man that I have feelings for and all that. And I don't know if that's going to materialize and when, so I'm kind of waiting on that, if that would ever turn out.
That will materialize, yeah. There are similarities between your situation and that situation,
Yeah.
Similarity of different form of abuse, and you like that man because he's kind and he's completely opposite from your husband now. And of course, this is someone you want to be with, but how can, like you said, you're trapped. How can you escape the difficult period in your life right now? You kind of need support. You kind of need a motive. You kind of, so to face a divorce is not going to be easy under the circumstance of the behavior of the man you married. Very, very difficult, my love. Very difficult, yeah.
I know. I'm kind of worried about how it's going to be easier being married to him or not being married to him, especially with the parenting aspect.
I personally think it will be easier not to be married to him. You will feel free and you will unblock yourself. But I'm not suggesting to do this right now. I feel like something else has to happen for you to reach that point.
Yeah, I know it's just a matter of time.
Because right now you don't have the strength,
Yeah. That's an issue.
Right
and
now,
I'm also financially dependent on him, too.
I think time will resolve this for you to your best advantage. I'm confident.
And I'm hoping that when the kids get older, I can go back to work and I can get more. I can become financially independent, and
you will. Yeah, those
my
are
kids will be
steps
older.
that you need to take. Those are steps you need to take. 100%. Yeah.
And there's also this idea of like the move, you know, because the man that I'm interested in he lives in Arizona and I'm in California, and my husband and I are originally from Arizona. Our family's there, so I'm also grappling with this idea that should I move? Should I stay here in California? I don't, you know, I'm not sure.
Where is the other man? He's in California, no?
I live in California. I live in Orange County, and he lives in Phoenix.
Okay. Well, probably it's better to be closer to Phoenix in the future.
Yeah, I want to eventually move there.
Show. Unfortunately, my show came to an end. But give me a call whenever you want so we can discuss a little bit more, okay?
Okay, sure.
Okay, my love. I'll give you a 50% discount. I love you, my dear. And for
Thank you.
everybody
I love you
listening,
too.
Susan, I'm sorry I was not able to talk to you. Susan, call me next week. You'll be the first online, and I'll take you first next week, my lovely Susan. Sorry I couldn't take your call tonight. For everybody listening, I'm Carmen Harra with my new book, Committed, Finding Love and Loyalty Through the 7 Archetypes. I'll be